If the past had been any indication, summer months such as June and July do not see many game releases. But this year, June 2023, is a different beast altogether. It started with Diablo 4 on the 6th of June, and it will continue with more massive game releases, as well as a number of smaller titles and ports. But that's not all. This summer is full of amazing titles that are worth playing. In fact, if we were to list them all, this video would easily be turned into a movie. Hello and welcome to HotFix Gaming. Today we're bringing you 10 of the most anticipated games of summer 2023 in order of release date. Number 1. Aliens: Dark Descent, June 20th. Described as a squad-based action game set in the Alien universe, Dark Descent was announced last year during Summer Game Fest. The game will see you command a team of colonial marines as you try to put a stop to an outbreak of xenomorphs on Moon Lethe. Dark Descent utilizes an isometric perspective, meaning that you will have enemies rushing across the screen against your single squad of marines, with combat taking place in real time. While the squad is controlled as a single unit, each individual marine will have their own skill set, and you will also be able to use the surrounding environment to your advantage to seal off checkpoints, unlock shortcuts, and create safe zones. While the debut trailer has shown us the horde of xenomorphs that you will have to fight in the game, in the video there can also be seen a very unsettling figure who looks like it could be a new threat. Whether that is true or not, we'll find out on June 20th when the game comes out. 2. Crash Team Rumble, June 20th. A 4 vs 4 multiplayer brawler, Crash Team Rumble comes on the 20th of June, just like Alien, to counteract the dark vibes of the previous game. In this title, you're charged with getting the most Wumpa Fruit in drop-off zones, while also attempting to defend the opposing team's drop zone. Just like previous installments of Crash Bandicoot, developer Toys for Bob made sure to make the world as colourful and as fun as possible, while also providing gamers with hours of entertainment. But compared to previous Crash games, this is said to be purely an online game, similar to Fortnite. 3. Final Fantasy XVI, June 22nd. With a playable demo already available to download, Final Fantasy XVI is said to have potential to be one of the best titles in the series. With production values higher than ever before and music that will knock you off your feet, the game has already left quite a strong impression and has been praised by its developers. But the game is a PS5 exclusive at this point, and it's said that it won't be released on other systems before 31st of December 2023. There are also rumours that Square Enix is thinking about dropping the numbers from the game titles from now on, but we'll have to wait and see if that really happens. 4. Exoprimal, July 14th. Capcom's third-person shooter is an online team-based action game that pits humanity's cutting-edge exosuit technology against ferocious beasts such as dinosaurs. This is a 5v5 team-based multiplayer experience in which you race to complete various missions faster than your opponents. Each match begins with your team being transported to the scene of the latest dinosaur outbreak, and from there on you go to complete the objectives. The first team that completes the mission first wins. But the fun part comes when two opposing teams have to decide whether they should battle each other or join forces against their common enemy. What would you choose in this situation? By the way, if you're an Xbox user and have Game Pass, this game will be on the platform from day one, so you won't have to bother with pre-orders. 5. Oxenfree 2: Lost Signals, July 21st. The 2016 hit game Oxenfree is getting a sequel this summer, with developers bringing you yet another supernatural mystery to unravel, as the main character Riley returns to her hometown of Kamina. There she discovers some things she wasn't expecting. You can expect a whole new cast of characters that Riley will encounter on her journey of unraveling the mysteries of her hometown. Developer Night School Studio said that this is a whole new story, and that way it offers an entry point into the games, even if you haven't played the first one yet. However, if you haven't played the 2016 title, don't worry, you still have time until July 21st. 6. Pikmin 4, July 21st. Back in 2015, developers said that Pikmin 4 was close to completion, and fans believed it. 2 years later, at E3, they promised that the game was still progressing. Finally, in 2022, during Nintendo Direct, fans finally got a glimpse of the new title and a release date. The newest entry in the series will have you overcoming obstacles by guiding pint-sized creatures on a strange planet. These so-called pickins can be grown, plucked, and commanded to overpower your enemies and come in different colors and types. And they come with different sets of abilities, such as control of fire or ice. This overall makes for a fun and colourful game to get into when the July heat becomes unbearable. 7. Path of Exile 2, July 28th. The free-to-play RPG has had numerous delays, but during Summer Game Fest 2023, the cinematic trailer of the game finally confirmed its release date. The top-down camera angles and the complex fantasy world that can be seen in the trailer look incredibly promising, so if you're looking for a free alternative to Diablo 4, this might be it. Number 8. Baldur's Gate 3, August 31st. Set in the universe of Dungeons & Dragons, Baldur's Gate 3 is a story-rich RPG where your choices have the power to shape a tale of fellowship, betrayal, survival, and sacrifice, and of course, bring forth the temptation of absolute power. Baldur's Gate 3, however, has been in early access for almost 3 years, and developers maintain that the game offers a steady experience and that now they are finally ready to release the full version. But even during those years of early access, the game looked very promising and even earned some accolades. And in August, we will finally be able to go past the game's first act. Number 9. Starfield, September 6th. Bethesda has been working hard on their first new IP in 25 years. And from what we're able to see at the gameplay footage shown off at E3 2022 and the Xbox Showcase, it's all been worth the wait. You'll have over 1,000 planets to explore and many ways in which you can customize your spaceship. If you love role-playing games that can be played and enjoyed for years to come, just like Skyrim and Fallout, then Starfield is the newest and freshest one of them all. But Microsoft has more RPGs planned for the future. It all starts with Starfield this September, and it will continue with the likes of Avowed, Fable, The Outer Worlds 2, and of course, The Elder Scrolls 6. 10. Lies of P, September 19th. Inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is an action game set in the dark city of Krat. While it used to be a beautiful city a while ago, Krat has become a nightmare with deadly puppets running amok while the plague sweeps the land. Playing as P, a puppet, you must fight your way through the city in order to find Geppetto and become human. In a weird turn of events, the game's story has very interesting narrative choices, and the more lies are told, the more human P becomes. But here's the tricky part. You have to be careful which lies are worth saying and in which instances you should tell the truth. It's a fine line you're walking, and there'll be many sacrifices you'll need to make. Which game are you most looking forward to? Have you pre-ordered any of the titles we've mentioned in the video? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this type of content and want to stay up to date with all that's gaming related, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video.